Welcome back to the Cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the price of Ethereum is seeing a perfect bounce from this exact level of support. But with that being said, we have not confirmed a new uptrend at least just yet, and the Ethereum estimated leverage ratio is still exploding to the upside, and that is all happening while the Ethereum short positions are continuing to increase into record highs. I'll be talking about all of that and more in this video, so definitely stick around to the end so that you don't miss out on any of this important information. And just before we get into it, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. But with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the daily time frame, and of course we've seen a perfect bounce from this exact range of support that we've been looking at, and that is coming in between 2.4k and 2.3k. But at the time of filming this video, the price of Ethereum is running into some resistance at this previous support box, which is once again now acting as resistance, because anytime we break below support, that is what happens. Just like how if we break above resistance, it usually flips into new support. So right now, the main area of resistance that I'm looking at for Ethereum in the shorter term is starting at around 2,650 and going up towards around 2.9k. And by the way, if you are new to the channel, the importance of these areas on the chart are derived from previous price action and are also derived from Fibonacci levels. So as of right now, the price of Ethereum is simply trading between support and resistance in the shorter term, and then obviously if we break above resistance, that is bullish, and below support, that is bearish. If we do end up seeing a confirmed break below this level of support, which is once again coming in at around 2.3k at the lowest level, then we don't have a lot of support left for Ethereum to the downside until we reach the June and July lows, coming in at around 1.7 to 1.8 thousand US dollars. But remember, those lower Ethereum prices only come into play if we see a confirmed break below this first support box, which we are still finding support at currently. Now taking a look at the 3-day time frame for Ethereum, and of course we are also seeing a bounce from this level of support, which was coming in at around 2.3 to 2.4 thousand, very similar to this support box that we just talked about. So as of right now, that means that Ethereum is still forming higher lows on the much larger time frames. And you might be wondering about the September low, because of course we are at a lower low compared to that low. But if you're looking at the September low on larger time frames, like even the weekly chart, that low begins to lose its significance. So that is why I was saying it is good to see Ethereum, at least in the shorter term, continue to hold this support line at around 2.3k once again. But one thing to keep in mind is if you're zooming all the way out on the chart, we saw something similar around 4 years ago at the end of the 2017 bull market leading into the 2018 bear market. And then what we saw back here was one last major bounce from this line of support back to the upside, but we formed a lower high, and then we came back down to this level of support and began to break below it. And obviously that was a bearish signal, signaling to us that we are due for much more bearish price action. Right now, we haven't seen that, at least just yet. And so this is something to just keep an eye on while it is potentially playing out. But of course, nothing is guaranteed in these markets. Now heading back to the 3-day time frame for Ethereum and looking in the RSI, of course, we are still in this very strong downtrend, and we have not confirmed a new uptrend at least just yet. For that to happen on this 3-day chart in the RSI, at least, we will need to break above this descending line of resistance coming in at around 34 to 35 approximately. And after we get above that descending line of resistance, we then need to see a 3-day candle close above that line of resistance to actually confirm a break above. And so as of right now, I want to make this clear that we have not seen that, at least just yet. But when we do eventually see that, that could prove as potentially a bullish signal, telling us that we are due to begin the next uptrend, at least in the shorter term. Because obviously this is not the first time we've seen a downtrend for Ethereum. We have seen this happen time and time again throughout many years worth of Ethereum price action. It's pretty much every single time where the 3-day RSI for Ethereum breaks above these descending lines of resistance and begins a new uptrend. At those times right there, that is usually when we're about to begin more bullish price action. So once again, we have currently not seen that, at least just yet, but it's potentially just something that we are getting closer to. So I would be keeping an eye on that moving forward. And just giving you a quick update on this Ethereum estimated leverage ratio. And right now, since yesterday, it has continued to increase, which basically means that the Ethereum open interest on exchanges is continuing to go to the upside relative to the amount of Ethereum sitting on exchanges. And that leads us into this Ethereum chart right here, which shows us the price action on the daily time frame and the Ethereum short positions. And what I mean by Ethereum short positions is this is the percentage of Ethereum short positions on the Bybit exchange. So for example, right now these short positions are sitting close to 49%, which means out of all of the Ethereum positions on Bybit right now, around 49% of them are Ethereum short short positions, which is actually the highest amount that we have seen for Ethereum in history on the Bybit exchange, according to this data right here. Now, as I said, the Ethereum short positions are right now sitting at around 49%, which means around 51% of the positions are still Ethereum long positions. But with that being said, this is still the least amount of Ethereum long positions that we have seen in history on Bybit. And not only that, if you're taking a look at the trends that we've been in over the last 2 months or so, obviously we've seen a decline in long positions and an increase in short positions. And soon enough, if they stay on this same trend, eventually they will cross over, as in soon enough we should see more Ethereum short positions than Ethereum long positions on the Bybit exchange if this trend continues. And if you watched my most recent Bitcoin update video that I just posted on the channel, we have already seen the crossover on the Bybit exchange in the Bitcoin positions, which means right now on this exchange, we are seeing more Bitcoin short positions than long positions. And this is a big deal for us Ethereum holders and Ethereum traders because we did not even see anything like this back in the middle of last year. Usually when we see an increase in short positions and a decrease in long positions, that means we're potentially getting close to some sort of bottom like what we saw in the middle of last year. But obviously we didn't see a major decrease in long positions or a major increase in short positions. But right now we are definitely seeing a major increase in short positions relative to the long positions. And remember, the Ethereum estimated leverage ratio is still at record highs. We are waiting to squeeze out all of this leverage. And on top of that, looking at the Ethereum funding rates across all of these exchanges, and right now we are seeing more negative funding rates than we are seeing positive ones, which simply backs up all of the information that I just provided about more people wanting to go into Ethereum short positions right now. And because when that happens, that pushes these Ethereum funding rates further into negative territory, which actually makes Ethereum short positions more and more expensive to hold. Now, giving you a really quick update on what's happening in the stock markets, because of course we've just seen the open, and it was certainly an interesting open, because if you're looking at the S&P 500 index here on the daily time frame, this daily candle opened well above yesterday's daily candle close, which simply means that there's finally some buying starting to kick in here. Now, obviously this is not really enough to confirm a full reversal or anything like that, so let's not get our hopes up too soon. And also looking in the Nasdaq on the same time frame, we saw a very similar thing where today's candle opened above yesterday's daily candle close. But since today's market open, at the time of filming this video, in the Nasdaq 100, we have seen a bit of a short-term sell-off today, but at least as of right now, it is not too bad. And as I mentioned in my Bitcoin update video, today is an important day because today we will receive an announcement from the Federal Reserve giving us an update on their monetary policy moving forward. And the main two important topics that a lot of people are talking about are the taper ending and the interest rate hikes. Now, that's meant to come into play potentially in March this year, but if they announce anything other than that, we could see a lot more volatility in the markets. For example, if the Fed announces that they're going to be moving up their interest rate hikes, so basically if we find out today that they're going to be increasing interest rates before March, then that would very likely continue to crash the markets. I'm talking about the stock markets and the crypto markets. But on the other hand, if they announce that they're going to be delaying the interest rate hikes into later this year, then there's a very good chance that that news could pump the markets. I'm talking about the stock markets and the crypto markets once again. And if you want to receive extra updates throughout the day, make sure you follow me over on my Twitter, and the link to my Twitter is in the description down below and also in the pinned comment. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. Also, if you're new to the channel, you might as well check out one of these uploads if you haven't already, because these videos can potentially help you make more money in the crypto markets, even if prices are going down. And as always, I honestly do appreciate all of your support in the channel at the moment. I can't thank you enough. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.